Ah, well that's an interesting start. I'm frozen and the green screen. This is new. Guys, can you see the green screen doom? And my camera's frozen. Can you hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm swapping a cable over. Was not expecting green screen straight away on that new cable, but my camera seems to be going really insane as I try and untangle the cable from it. Wow, my camera is lagging. You guys seeing this as well? Have I got a weird laggy buff going? I'll tell you what, we will kill the camera. Camera's not working, so give me a second. Gotta find the right thing to kill the camera and start this up. So, great start to the stream, guys. My camera is buffering and out of sync with me, so yeah, I'm not having that. You can hear me, awesome. As long as you can hear me, that's fine. I'm not worried about that after we sort the camera bit out. So my camera is basically going to go off now. I'm just going to kill it because it's severely lacking in abilities. Okay then guys, we've gone back to a faceless chat. So hi, how are you all today? Are you having a good day? How's it going? And we've got a screen on there with no green screen at the moment. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm killing the camera. It's gone. So, guys, I'll do a couple shout outs. So, we've got hello to Tegan. We've got Ark. Kingpin Creation says arrived. Dragons of the Bomb. Hello to you. Thunderbirds Fan 103. Hi. Minecraft Transformers. Yeah, I've killed the camera now, so don't worry about it. It'll disappear in a second. I've completely killed it, and we've got that gone. Need to know what we're going to name this piece today. What we're going to actually call this one. Depends on what wins the poll. So, hopefully you guys can see everything nice and kind of clear and no issues so far. Which should be quite cool. We've put a poll up, so be sure to vote on who you want to see. I'm going to try a different style today, so I'm going to be doing a more of an anime style, which hopefully will work out quite nicely for the characters we've chosen. So we've got Isla from Chrono Trigger, Elma from Dragon Maid, Cammy from Street Fighter, and 02 from Darling in the Franxx. I think they're quite cool choices to have, so that's quite cool. I'm not too bad, Ark. I'm excited to try a new style I've been playing around with. I'm still learning it, so we're all going to learn it together. And depending which character works, then we're going to see what's happening. That's not a problem, Red Knight. As long as you can jump in and out, that'd be quite good. And hopefully you'll be able to catch it in between your internet. I've had to kill the camera, but I think it's made the connection more stable, so hopefully that will work. And hopefully the stream's caught up and I'm speaking normally and not sped up like the camera being out of sync, which is a really weird setup. What was I going to say? Kingpin, at some point I need to learn how to add Discord calls to OBS. Once I can do that, then I can return the favour and hopefully jump you on a call and see how well it goes. Fingers crossed. So, if anybody's just joining, I don't know what to name this piece yet because we've got a poll going. It's been going for 3 hours and we've had 9 votes, so come on guys, vote on it. I'll give it another minute or two and we'll see who wins. Currently, Elma from Dragon Maid is winning, which is fair enough. I chose varying designs that can turn, hopefully, into something useful in this style. And the core concept is going to be the pose is going to be the key thing, and then adding the details on top. But I've been inspired, like I was saying on Kingpin stream, by a couple of anime artists. The one you lost, and Kionaki, I think it was. But yeah, Ark, you want something to draw? draw a magic knight who uses a sword as their weapon. Thunderbirds, you better go check it out then, because it's just been dropped. And then jump back afterwards. Because he just dropped it 2 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm sure there's a tutorial. I know I can ask Koifish Gaming at some point about it. It should be quite cool. I am looking forward. Fingers crossed, if it goes well, I should be playing some Lethal Company tonight with the new update that's happened. I have not touched it since V50, so that'll be quite cool after the stream. Which means I've got about 3 hours to do a stream, so we might not even get past the line art on this one properly. I want to take my time on this. For this artwork, I kind of want to push what I'm learning personally as a case study into the art style and see what I can do with pushing the software. I'm also looking to do a stream or two on a different software, so if I can get my pen display recording, that'll be really cool. I just got to remember to make sure I record, or I figure out how to do that one as well, because it usually lags when you're live, and the whole machine lags when you're live, and it kind of causes a bit of an issue when you're doing quick strokes and stuff. What have we got in the chat a minute, and then I will end the poll, although it's 50-50. Oh no, 50% say, okay, I guess I know who I'm drawing today. Yeah, we'll end the poll. I will look up that character. I believe the character was from Galahad 19. They did say a very particular outfit style thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I might just take the character and push what I can do with their standard look, just because I don't know the series. Although, after seeing a few of these, I kind of want to have a look at the series at some point and see what all the fuss is about. I just need to make sure I got some good references of the character. Because she's kind of like a dragon mermaid type character, which is quite cool. Right. Oh, we got a skip. Okay, let's see if I can remember the voices. You really have some nerve calling yourself all powerful. Watch your... I'm assuming that's meant to be tongue. Watch your tongue. You two do know there is a monster coming, right? I'm not afraid of a pitiful little monster, unlike the two of you. Yes, basically think of a mage or a person in a mage outfit, but maybe they use a magic sword, so they've got a sword but it's imbued with magic, making them a magic knight. Should be quite cool. Right, okay, so we're going to be drawing Elma from Dragon Maid, and for this style, this is really going to be kind of like attempting to push everything a bit further. So I want to try and think of a pose for the character. I know nothing about this character, mind. She's got a dragon-like horn, or a horn similar to a I can't remember what species it is, but you know, a horn. She's got a single horn on her head, and then she's got a long tail, and then the clothes are like a traditional Japanesey style one as well. It's quite a cool design. Maybe I should. Okay, let's see if I can get a good picture of the character to then use in the screen at the bottom. At some point. Also, we have got some new things. So we have got a couple of emotes on the live stream that should hopefully trigger, 2 of them, with artwork done by Ven. I know Ven's not in the stream at the moment, but I did promise them a shout out. They said I can use them. So they've done some amazing fan art emotes, and they're that amazing. I want to use them, which will be quite cool. Okay, let me just save as a PNG an image and just drop it on the screen where the camera was as our reference. Because, you know, we might need a reference image. And if you give me 2 seconds to do this, I will start drawing the character. Because that means you guys can see what we've got. So, image. Give it any old name. Browse. Hopefully this will turn out how I want the image to turn out. So what's everyone else up to on this Monday evening while I'm... Ironically, I've spent an hour getting prepped for this, and I'm still getting prepped for this, which is quite cool. Where did it download to? Yeah, where did I download that picture to? This is interesting. I've downloaded the image. I just don't know where it saved it to. How random is that? Okay. Let's get that reference image from another place and see if I can do the... Wow, it's disabled my extension on that image. I can't do what I want it to do. Or can I? Where would it have downloaded it to? Aha, that might help. No, for some reason I cannot do my download using saving the image as a... Really? You're telling me I can open the link but I cannot download the image? I mean, there's a perfect reference image. Can I save that? No. Why can I not? I've got a mod which is literally called Save as PNG, a little extension, and I cannot save it. Okay. I'll do this another way. Hey Marin, how's it going? Dragspot, playing the wolf. It's playing something. I was cleaning the house and I bought a new car. What? Don't use it. I don't. Okay, I was going to do a reference image. I don't know why that's not doing it. Basically, Elma from Maid is quite a unique looking character. So I'm going to, first off, find a pose that I think could be fitting for her. And then... Wait, hang on. What? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Don't worry, we might have the picture now. Oh my god. This is just modern technology at its finest. Where is it? Okay, so I can remove that one. I will be showing you Ven's emotes a little bit in the stream. I do have the pictures of them. They are absolutely incredible. I know Kingpin's seen them, and I was just blown away by them. So hopefully Ven will show up. Marin, you're playing Uncharted 4. Playing Uncharted 4, you are mental support currently. Well, we're mentally something. No, that's cool. That's quite cool. Right, let's see. I'm assuming it's just got the background. Yeah, I'm not worried about the hash reference background behind it. Basically, this is the character, and I'm going to shrink her down on the screen. So this is the character we're going to be drawing. This is the one that won. I'm assuming the people who voted know what she looks like, but this is our winning character that we are going to be drawing, and that's just a reference for you guys to see, so you can make sure I don't miss anything out. I'm going to look for a type of pose now for the character, because I want a pose which is quite... I got to think how the body's going to move for the character now. I don't know what her personality is, but... Okay. Let's start figuring this out. So let's start with some construction lines for the basic shape. I suppose it's trying to figure out where the body is going to actually go. Do I want a perspective angle here? You bought a new car, so I hope I've got good luck with technology. Well, hopefully I will. YouTube's kind of keeping up at the moment, which is good. Just need to figure out what I'm drawing now. I want to draw in a style that's suitable for... I don't... Right, let me take 2 seconds to just get some notes. So... that's fine, but... we may as well have some information on this while we're doing it. Also, this is kind of a Q&A while we're doing this, because I'm learning how to draw in a different style. I know we're taking a little while to get set up, but if you've got any questions or anything, feel free to fire them away in the chat. I'm more than happy for you to. Ideally, I could do with a hand with someone on the chatting with me, but I don't even know if my internet will survive that currently. I've got to do a few tests. So she's a female dragon from the dragon faction of Harmony. Okay, let's find some info out about her. The main supporting characters in the series, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. The main protagonist. She adopts the name Elma as a human alias. She finds she's unable to return to the dragon world. Ah, so she's stuck. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. Personality. So this is what... Aha! Here we go. So, as evidence in the manga and anime, Elma is very persistent in that she tries to bring Toru back to the other world, despite the latter voicing her opinion that she'd rather stay peacefully living in Kobayashi. Even after getting sent to another continent, her persistence shows she stomps up to her and demands that the other dragon go back to the other world. To which she is then baited off with a bag of cream bread. Okay, so she likes her snacks. That's a good feature to have on there. I'm not sure about the one with the belly gala hound. At the moment I'm just trying to figure out a pose for the character, so depending on what we can see. But it is going to be her in my style, but a new style, pushing more of the anime way. I'm just looking at the personality because I've not actually seen this series, so I'm just trying to get my head around a pose that would be suitable. Despite being vain, indecisive. Most fine personality trait is a gluttonous appetite. Right. Okay. So she's a glutton. How would I do a vampire that is good like a hero? Oh, what's that series? I think it's the one Minecraft usually puts in. What's that vampire series you often put in Minecraft, if you're still listening? Is it Rosetta and a Vampire or something? Where there's an anime I've seen where there's two factions of vampires, two really supposed to be really good-looking male characters that are vampires, and there's a human that's not. But yeah, I would probably do them. Well, they look like a vampire still, but I would make him a pretty boy or a hero, but have a few fangs to come out of the mouth and have the fact that they're a good vampire. You know, they don't go around hurting people; they save people. Gallagher19 says, "Hey, little question. Where did you get your idea for this month's community redraw prompt?" I got it from the last live stream. Quite frankly, last Monday. Someone mentioned it. I cannot remember who. We're on about offsprings of the narrators, and I thought it'd be quite fun to. I was going to do variants, but Popcross has already done that, put that out for his. So I decided to do offspring of the narrators because we're talking about how interesting it'd be if Nexum and Demonica did have a kid after the last, after I believe it was the Depths of Despair, Godslayer Awakens, where it was like a couple hundred years Demonica was thinking about in the future. So yeah. Anyway, let's start drawing. So she's a glutton for food. She likes her food, which is very good. And I don't know what bread look like, but yeah, she's got a bag of food. So, well, she does have a staff, so maybe I should. I have seen a really good picture by someone else, but I don't want to copy it exactly. I want to use it as a reference. She's munching in it, but I want one where it's. You know she's going to be munching, she's not. Oh my god, how far down was that picture? She's a glutton, you can relate, yeah. Hey Ven, how's it going? Not a problem, but I would like to showcase, I'm taking a minute. Ven's done some really cool emotes, and I have them here to show, but I've put two of them on the actual alerts we get. So the first one we had was Erenfold by Ven, and I'm loving the style of these emotes, Ven, and as I said, I will sort something out with you, because I know you're doing them just for the fun of it, but I really love these, so to be able to use them, I'm going to sort something out, credit where credit's due. Erenfold's skill issue, which I think is absolutely amazing. I just love the fact it's like, there's a skill issue, which comes out really, really well. So that's just absolutely fantastic. The next one's Nexum, and he's there going, hey, you got it, which is quite cool. I just love the style of the characters, to be honest. They look absolutely amazing. And then our favourite annoying member of the team is Velocity, and she's going, yay! Or in her voice, yay! Yeah, and I love the fact that you've got all the details in there of all the characters that make them recognisable, and you've done this amazing emote style, which I completely struggle with, in all fairness. So these are absolutely amazing, and a massive shout out to Ven. I saw them in the fan art bit the other day, and I said them on Kingpin's channel yesterday, but yeah, they're just absolutely amazing. So yeah, shout out and credit where credit's due. Oh, I'll ask a question. Can you tell me something about Nexum and Demonica? Let's see. Like what? You're going to have to give me a bit more than that, because I don't want to give something that might affect an upcoming bit of the story. Okay, that's a very good picture for an idea of what she looks like in that angle. Galahad 19, that's entirely up to the origin story of the child. At the moment, I have not promised that they will be any way near or included as official in the story. I just thought it'd be really fun while we're talking about. Imagine if Monica and Nexum had a kid in the stream after the video, and we're talking about like retro programs and stuff. It's just like, yeah, the next evolution was working it out. So with this one, I'll be sketching out like the basics, but when we get to the line art stage, it'll be much more in depth. It should be quite cool. So I know she's got a scarf, but I still need to draw the neck in potentially for where the body goes. It's difficult because I don't know anything about the character, so I'm pushing myself with what I do, which would be quite interesting. Hey, Caden King, how's it going? I don't feel that's not the right pose for the character. This is where it's like you come up with ideas for the character and quick poses, and you want to... I'm at the concept sketching stage, so I want to do the... Got that scarf. And hand's going to be... Okay, so we need the objects like the bread, and then we got the fingers over the top, and the thumb around the side, maybe a bit bitten out. And this can come around the side bit here. Can I pet your submission for... Oh, that's got a good one. I tell you what, Dragons of Vault, your submission was absolutely... I was so amazed by it. I didn't actually want to change the pose. I just wanted to make it a bit more terrifying, and I thought it'd be quite a good way to do the storyline, having that as the main body for it. But yeah, it's quite an amazing one. How would they be as parents? Oh, as parents. I think the Monica would be quite strict and probably torment them so they're not afraid of anything or they're super traumatized. And Nexum would probably be more about the teaching them to build mechs and stuff, and you know, letting them get up to fun and mischief. Whereas the Monica's quite, you know, we'll put the fear of God, we'll put the fear of the demons in you. But it'll be quite interesting because they would inherit Nexum's smarts, the Monica's powers. I don't know how they would handle that as in overall, to be honest. That'd be quite an interesting one. Okay, so we've got this here. See, the horn's going to come up at a really... I know it wiggles. The horn kind of wiggles, but it's going to come up that way. I think my original thoughts for the pose is pretty much right, so that can get moved off. That's gone forever now. Look, woo, it's gone forever. The one finger procreator just kicks it off to one side and it's like gone. Should be quite interesting. King says, it's going good. I had an idea for a new elf character that you can draw. That sounds awesome. New characters are always fun. I want to push some designs and stuff so that we've got will be classed as new characters. Right, how's that looking from the top down? Okay, so I have the food here. hand would probably be behind here. I want to get possible ways of eating the food done for the hand, because it's kind of, her thing is gluttony, isn't it? So I want to have a pose where she's kind of potentially got the food looking up in her hand and it's kind of bitten into. But obviously that means that her hand would actually be more like that without this end bit. These are very rough sketch bits, guys. This is planning out the composition of the piece, which a lot of us don't really do, and the whole point is to plan out the whole, and the arm comes down, right? So if that's the case, then the arms would come down and almost to the side. I know she's got her clothing, but you'd probably see most of that arm. I will definitely be tidying this up a bit later. This is like super like, she's got her food, she's looking up at us. Yeah, not a problem, Dragons the Bomb. I absolutely loved it. I saw it and it was one of those ones where it's like, yeah, I feel I've got to draw this, which was quite good. It worked out quite nicely. How's that? Oh, they flow they don't join at the bottom. They flow separately. That helps. So it flows out kind of separately, doesn't it? It's like a kimono thing. They'd be a powerhouse. Yes, they would. Red Knight, you just have to wait and see what happens in what ones are in there. Truth be told, I'd only picked 4 by the time I'd done this, so I can't say much about the other ones that'll be done as such, but yeah. So I picked 4 and then I decided, nah, I need to split this redraw up. So after I split it, it became 6. So I've got to pick another 2 now and add the story. I'm very unprepared. I'll be completely honest. I was not expecting to do that. But on the plus side, kind of works. Right, I kind of want to. Okay, so let's do a new layer. Let's just turn that off and lock that for now. I just want to get the underlying body pose. So it's kind of going to be. Obviously we've got the neck bit there. Forget about details. Let's just get the basic body shape done. I might need that layer back on, but just drop the opacity down so I'm not worried about that. Clear that layer. Make sure that's locked so I don't accidentally delete it. I don't want to delete it. Oh, Tegan's got a skit. Where did that thing come from? How am I meant to know? I thought you said you were all powerful. Shut it. You God-slaying reject. If you have an idea for you, if you have trouble with poses, you can make a little box and then you can make a little character. Then yes. I know you can do that. It's just a case of it's working out the right angles and stuff to go with the body. So it's kind of like her line arc's going to go like that. The line for it. In King, we're drawing Elma from Dragon Maid, which I've not watched. It was with the suggestions. I picked out the suggestions from the post the other day, and I thought we'd do them. And it's kind of like just works out. It just works out that we're just working on a pose for it at the moment. So I'm just trying to figure out good poses and stuff, and just trying to figure that out. Okay, let me look at my pose references. I think it's about time I get some help because I'm struggling. Yeah, I quite like the idea that it worked with the gem and it likes the gems and minerals. I was reading the lore as I was working through that, which was really cool. And then I decided that well, we needed something to say where they were in the system. Oh, I just turned the layer off. So I've just turned the layers off so that it's still there. But while I do a new pose, I do it on a new layer to try and get that working. I'm just thinking my main reference for pose has just completely died on me. Come on, load back up, Pinterest. Load back up. I've got a folder with loads of different poses in there. Right, okay. We've got nowhere fast, so this is how lives and proper drawings go. You get nowhere fast. Every bridge is breaking under your feet. That feels like Lethal Company. Right, let me just double check some of these poses. It's just a case of figuring it out, because I could do the food gluttony one, but I could also do more dynamic pose. I'm kind of thinking be interesting. Yes, Myron, that's a good point. Guys, if you're in the stream, leave a like. We've had 22 views so far, but we've not had much to show on the stream, but that's fine. Ah, that's the kind of angle I want. Okay, that's cool. So that's pretty much the pose that I'm looking for. I'll sort the head angle out in a bit, but she's basically that way. And neck comes down that side. The shoulder section comes up there. This one comes back here a bit. To be honest, it's not too far off what I actually drew for the study one, which makes it a bit easier now. I didn't want to do the same, but I've got an idea that, you know, perhaps this should be similar for the food, and the food will go in that hand. I'll tweak that pose in a bit, but I just need to get the just the hand in. I do like the music on this times. And the character, okay, so the design is back to the character design for the part of this. Okay, that's fine. That will work. So it's going to come out that way. I do need to move that hand because I do know that that hand is a little bit too close from this one. It has to become a bit more there. So then we'll get a bit more of the arm. And it seems a bit daft, but I'm taking the reference and I'm breaking it down into the sections. Silhouette sections to give you an idea of volume here. Kind of like the circle bits are here and here, and you've got the waist. So even though you've got this, you've got the chest of the character, you're still going to have the waist come down, and it'll still follow a line down and through, which works for it. And then you're just going to have, got to think cylinders as well. So it's going to almost double back as a circle throughout the entire structure of the waist and up to the chest. And then further up the body, so you just got to break it down to geometrical shapes. That way. So we can place the legs, so that's probably going to be more that way, and the leg's going to come out. It needs to curve back out for the back side. And hit there. And here, with digits coming out that way, and then from that we've just got the arm going up here because we've got the elbow joint as well coming out the side. I'm just doing a really quick, I mean I do need to adjust some of these proportions. What have we got? Next from Demonic Child, would their reaction to each other other demons, just asking. Well, their reactions, it would depend completely on if they've inherited their mother's demonic abilities with demons, or if it's something else they've inherited. So it would completely depend heavily on that aspect. That head is way too big for the character now. Perfect. It's a bit better. Here. Obviously, this is just a quick pose design, and I kind of feel I want the other head of the character back. So I want that character's head. Copy to a new layer. I can then turn off. Did I copy it to a new layer? I thought I did. Is that the new layer? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's me. So, in terms of what I've just done, I deserve my own skill issue. I completely messed up there what I was doing. See, I'm getting good use of these emojis, man. So what I wanted to do is actually be on that layer. So when I selected everything from around here and then copied, I actually have that layer to move. So when I lock and turn that layer off, and then I can delete that layer. I can unlock that layer, and I can erase. Am I on the right layer? Nope. Like I said, skill issues. I can't even get the layers right. Just erase the head of the character there. I want to just move this now. Liquefy just to up that and just move that a bit because I want to go back to the character's reference now, bouncing back and forth. This is what you get to do. Where's the straight on reference for the clothes? I've got it here. Perfect. Okay, so that makes sense. So that's going to be merge down, and then I can start working on the layer above, which is just going to be our main source of the lineup. I know what aspects I'm going to work on, so let's start with the head of the character. So she has these side bits out. Where's Miss Numpy on the food? That's a better angle. They're not quite that long, are they? They need to go probably about here. Does anyone else think Loki would just teach his kid to be evil like him to help him with his plan? I think the kid will just be inherently evil. It's a cat. Cats and pretty naturally evil. She has some hair that comes out there a little bit, which is quite cool. And then, so her hair comes along there. There's a third strand bit here, pretty much. And it just comes straight down into like these chunks. This hair might get refined even more, so I'm working on it. So, let's see what's happened. Wow, I look away for a minute. You do this. It's not your fault. Blame it on the wind. No, it's once I get a rough idea of what I'm doing down, it's not too difficult to do a few bits for details and that. You just gotta learn where the bits you need to do are. Okay, just gotta to get the shape of the head based on the hair. So, I see what it's done. That makes it a bit trickier to draw. Never mind. Make sure I get on the right layer. Really hard drawing anime designs sometimes. Not because they're complex, it's because they've got a lack of complexity. Which makes it a bit more interesting to do. I'm back. What did I miss? Are we going to stuck face? We haven't got that far yet. It depends on how the clothing folds over from the classic outfit to be identifiable for the character. I'm also going to try and push my understanding of how clothes fold on this, which is going to be really interesting because she's got a scarf as well. Comes with the shoulders a little bit, so that potentially means that there's going to be a bit coming over this way for the scarf. Big neck piece in the middle. It's going to come down that way and then going to go back up and then over the shoulder. It's going to be weird. I have a question. How would you draw an evil fairy? Just asking. The wings would be dark. Maybe dark. The main pattern would be like a dark outline for it. I think it would be quite interesting. But we'd have to. Yeah, it might vary slightly. So. Right, this has got a fold here. I'm trying to understand fabric a bit more because the folds are. Like I say, I want to push this a bit more on the whole fabric draping bit on the body. It's going over there. Ben, I escaped. Oh, hi Ben. Better say hi first. I escaped from Bobby Blunt and I am getting in contact with the Protection Bureau. Okay. They are their business hours are between the year 6 million BC and 6,000,001 BC. And if you're ever going to do Angelic Demon, can you say... And if you ever do an Angelic Demon, can you say they're not even... I think not even the first Angelic Demon is what you meant there. I hope that's what you meant. Figure out these. Fabric's not easy to do, especially when it's coming out of... I don't feel that's right for the curve part. That's probably going to be more at the edge there, and then the fabric comes up and tweaks up and folds over. Still think that might probably have to come over there a bit more though. She does have hair that goes down the back bit, so that can kind of break it up maybe. Maybe that's what's missing in that part, hair. So as I say, I'm taking the design. This will not be done in one stream. I'll tell you this, guys, now. This is going to be one of those, a little bit longer than a normal stream. With that hair. that hair needs to, because I've done that there, but this is from the behind it, so this is like a, yeah, that's a bit better. To try and keep the essence of the hairstyle, which doesn't always work when you're doing these characters, but I'm trying to keep the kind of maybe not that. Oh, what have I got? I just don't think. Yeah, no, that's fine. It's just sometimes when words disappear and that, I just want to double check before I say them. But yeah, hopefully this is going to come out quite cool. Trying to give him more of a dynamic hairstyle, which is not easy to do, so it's turning out quite interesting on this part. I think it looks quite cool though. Right, this horn. I want to get this horn kind of right. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. 2, 3. That goes there, there, there. Tell you what, Canon 19, you picked a really tricky character to do just for the head alone. Yeah, especially since Vigilance is another multiverse. Anyway, I only said that because I got back from the treasure point. I realised you only said that because you got back for the from that one. Appreciate it, Ark. Oh, right, hang on. Let me get a drink before I do this one. Tegan's got another skit. These SCPs are known as spider eyes. Ew, they're creepy. Yeah, I agree, they're a little bit creepy. Where did the third one go? Cloud dust version of Tegan there left behind, yeah? I feel that that's fine to a degree. But even though this one comes down, I feel that needs to be a bit more on the so the other bits that I've got. I'm trying to learn hair, so this is super tricky for me to try and get this done kind of right on the hair, but I quite like it. I think that'll work. Oh, Justin, how's it going? And you've got a skit as well. So we've got Mr. Nexum. Why can't I have Mr. Mech Armor Nexum? Why can't I have a frosty ice cream or a frosty in this dimension? Because it's a dimension where the frosty eats you, and if it touches you, you get frozen. I don't care, Mr. Robot Man. That's cool. Still working on the voices a little bit, but yeah. Right, she's got a little dimple for her nose. So her nose goes around about here, which is fine. There. And that seems really high up compared to her cheek. I kind of feel the cheek, this facial structure is a bit wrong. Yeah, but that's because I've seen your artwork. I've seen it in the Discord. I give you something that's a challenge. It's no fun if it... Kingpin gives you the easy warm-up sketch, and then on the Sunday or the weekend, and when it comes to me, I give you the challenging sketch. Because, you know, that's just how it rolls. Alright, let's have a look at this. So... she's always smiling, but I want an eye. Alright, let's do this out here. I want to get one of these eyes done. I'm trying to break down the design of her eye a little bit because I roughly know how it goes because it comes back around. It's kind of like a big, cute eye style. But obviously, I'm tweaking it a little bit for how I draw the eyes. A few. Random shapes there. Maybe. Along the lash there. That comes over the eye. And she's got a long brow like that. Ooh, her eye's got quite a bit of detail in it. Interesting. This is more to remind me for when I render it later. That in effect is that eye minus the big glows. I think there. And the only reason I want to keep an eye as a reference in case I've messed them up, because it's not easy leveling eyes out, but with the distort tool, you can get a pretty good set of eyes. I'm so pleased how that came out first time round. I've not tried this before. I've always drawn them separately, so I'm really pleased with the fact that this has actually turned out quite nice for key bits, and I can just move the eye. I just need to move the pupil of the eye along a little bit, which isn't too bad to do. Because when it says she's looking at us, and that one's gonna get erased in there. You know, hopefully it's starting to look a bit like the character and coming along quite nicely. I still think the jawline's wrong. Not sure why. I think it's just. I think it's too pointy. I think it just needs to curve more. kind of a softer line than... Yeah, I quite like that. Right, let's just... merge these down. I just want those two. Because then I can just scale it a little bit. I think that fits nicely. So she's got a bit of normal skin when it comes out from here. And it goes straight into an item of clothing. Right, hang on. What have I missed? I missed a little bit. So, okay. So Ben's attacking everybody else with xenomorphs. That's fine. Good thing we make you do the skits. It helps us you practice voices. Yes, it does, especially when I haven't done them in a video or two, which is quite good. Ben, is that obviously wearing office-job clothes right behind you? Oh, that's amazing. Do you think Count Oscar Dracula is a good name for a vampire? Just asking. Hey, if you could have Count Duckula. Oh, that's another one from when I was a kid. Count Duckula. And Trapdoor. Oh my god. Yeah, some old monsters and stuff. And Morph and Pingu and... Yeah, sorry, we're going back to the nostalgic things. Okay, we'll stop that a minute. Yeah, that could be Count Oscar Dracula could work, or Count Oscula could be quite a good one. Dragons at the bottom. I have to go for a little. If I don't see you later, have a good stream. Oh, I appreciate that. Hopefully you're still there to hear me say this. If not, then hopefully you see it when you go back. A lot of female characters have really detailed eyes, but of course, there's always exceptions. Yes, there are. Wish me luck. I'm having a sword fight. Good luck, Marin. Good luck. Try drawing an eagle with an eagle with a hippo face for a butt. Face hugger legs for wings. Hellhound head and Velociraptor legs. That's quite an interesting combination you got there, Ben. She looks more like a ninja than she does from the character in the game so far, but that's fine. So actually we're going to have a bit of skin there. This is going to come... That's a good response, Ark. Right, so these are actually going to be awkward to draw. Because if I remember rightly from the design, they get pushed up and in your face from... Yes. So first things first. That's going to come down and then go fabric-y wise around here. That and then that can just come up this way. Clothing's going to have a design that comes down that way and then there, so that we've got the rest of the arm coming up here. And then we've got obviously the V shape in here, but the thing we've got to actually work on is the size of these, because they actually don't conform to the outfit. They come out... I will tidy this up, but it will come out further. We've got another ink layer pass to do at this, because I'm taking my time to get this right. It looks like they're both tucked into... is that right? Are they tucked into the costume? They must be. They are tucked into the costume. Fair enough. That makes perfect sense now. Also changes the entire buoyancy of her breasts as well. Today on Dempsey Illustrations, we're drawing big boobs. Yeah, I'll figure out how to tweak those lines later. That's not a perfectly apt way of doing it. That's because she's got underneath this kind of like sash type thing, which these both go into. So you've got that, but you've also got the other part, which is the purplish part, which comes up here. Dempsey, can you give me a random dark fairy name? No, not off the top of my head. I can't think of one, to be honest. Ben, the chaos you caused yesterday wins hands down, and so let's not cause it again today. Thanks, Gallo90. I'm glad you like the way it's looking. Yes, Tegan, I remember the Lone Ranger. Hi ho, Silver, away! Yeah, I didn't watch that a lot when I was a kid, did I? No. Yeah, so it's got a little... Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So this is actually going to go... got a little tied up bit in the middle. What? It doesn't all. Ah, let's have a look at this. I haven't even drawn in the bits for the back yet, but I will do those details. But yeah, it does have a little bow, so we've got a full line that way, proper line that way, and then we've got this that comes through the middle, little rope with a bow in the middle. Two little strandy bits. I'm going to tidy these up later. I just need to place some key things in because this is not the final pass. We're also missing her tail, which I've got to do in a minute. Should be interesting. Yeah, I've already given Ben something to, sorry, Ark something to draw, so eventually he'll have to draw it. Yes, I did say that. Ben, I'm going to tap in and out to draw some stuff. I'll post it in the Discord later once it's done. I look forward to seeing it. Guarantee. Hey, that YouTuber called Drawing with Mr. Spatula, he's also taking on the emoji sheet challenge. So are we sticking with the stomach? Are we sticking with the stomach face? I've never said we're going to do the stomach face. I said depends on what angle the character's in and stuff, and I don't. Yeah, the pose is not completely right for this. The pose is off. Oh my god, I really messed that up. Alright, let's continue and see what I can fix. I've definitely messed the pose up a little bit on this. I know what I need to fix, I just need to finish drawing the main bulk of all this, otherwise I'm not going to be able to fix it. Yeah, these references also have different bits in them, which is really, really, really frustrating, but you know, let's see what I can do. Yeah, you should make it go and blend in quite nicely. Quite a few people have done the emotion sheet, to be honest, because it was created by Magical Pouch a while back. There's been a whole trend on it, to be honest, at one point. Gravity doesn't like me on these. Technically you won't see a hand on this one, it will just kind of come to like a whole drape. This would actually be well covered and then coming off the arm. For this one, so you wouldn't actually know unless you probably have the other piece there for the next part. So our arm's quite thin, which is fitting, but the hand's going to make them be interesting. No, it's the perspective of the pose. So in a minute I'm going to move it, adjust it, and it'll make sense because it doesn't look right where it is, but I need to finish the hand here off first. It's basically the issue lies in this whole region around here for the way the pose is. I can see it because it's the angle, and it is basically the breasts aren't the right angle for what we've drawn, so I need to tweak it out. Actually, I might be able to do that now. Just take that out. Yeah, that fixed it. That fixed the biggest bit that was annoying me. That looks a bit of a better angle. Potentially a bit more up there, though. I wanted to have some snacks on her, but maybe I should just have her looking like she's just saying, yeah. I appreciate that, Kingpin. Yeah, guys, if you can either like on the stream or use one of these couple of these reactions at the side, would be quite cool if you're enjoying what you're seeing. We'll see what we get up to. Well, it's getting late at my end, so I'm going to pack it in. Bye-bye, I'll catch you in the next live stream. No worries, Galahad19, we'll catch you next time. Alright, where's my pose reference? I just need to get that hand right. Hands are so difficult to draw, and I need the reference to be right to just do what I need to do. And I know... Okay, so that's... I have changed the angle of that arm a little bit too much. Not massively, but just enough, and it's going to cause an issue. That's a bit better. Just try and put some of these darker sections in that we know, just as for now. I will be tying it up and putting the facial features in as well, but it's getting this kind of like sorted. Arc, flip a coin. That'd probably be the best way to find out. It's to flip a coin. Right, so that comes up that way. One goes pretty much straight that way with a little bit of a twist there. Okay, so let's draw this. The construction bits are... that's too high. Yeah, they need to be thicker than that. It's probably about the right length. What else we got? Oh, Edna. Yes, Edna would say, "No cape." I have so many things I need to work on. Hands, feet. The general, general positions of features and stuff. I'm using a reference, but I can't draw hands like this at the top of my head really easily. I struggle massively. That's where that needs to come back up to there. The last one kind of comes off here for the thumb, and then just goes up that way. Just that'll do. That's not a bad hand drawing. Right, now I need to do her face, like a mouth or something on her face. So the nose is going to be the harder part. How do you do a nose that still looks kind of cute? So maybe we should give her... Yeah, that looks a bit derpy, that smile. Don't know if it's just where it is. I think it kind of needs moving. Just looks wrong. Oh, Tiggin's got a skip. Hey, kid. How'd you get in here? Magic. How do you know magic? I just say that I don't actually know magic. Wait, so what do you know? Science? Don't like the mouth. Oh well. Right, we'll start tweaking this now. So if I take that bottom layer off underneath, we have this, which is quite a nice structure to start with. So I'm going to drop that down a bit and start working on the line art, which is going to be interesting because it's a different style to what I normally do. So this will be super interesting. That's what's causing it. Okay, that's fine. Making a sad Dino. Oh my god, this is one of your other emotes. This is going to be interesting to see. So, what's everyone up to while we're drawing this character? In a very different style to my normal. I say that you can't see the change in style yet because it's probably come after the stream. I think we're going to go up to the end of the line art, or at least as much of the line as we can do. Oh, I do need to confirm something a minute, guys. Actually, I'm going to take a quick break, so I'll be back in just a moment, guys. I'm back. I hope you didn't miss me too much, guys. But knowing you, you didn't miss me at all. Ha 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 ha. Ah, Marion, you got a dog. Nice. Who clicked the wrong button before they finished? So, I'm not using Photoshop anymore because of the Adobe scandal, just personal choice. I'm going to be using other art software, which we'll be looking out for. So, be sure to keep an eye out in some videos and stuff coming up. I'm going to be attempting to use my pen display to record a video in some of the other software and see how well that goes, which would be quite cool. Should be quite cool. Now, it sounds like someone's trying to break into my place, but it's one of the doors with the wind, and every now and again it goes duh duh because it's slightly off one of the hinges at the bottom. But it doesn't half seem creepy as hell. So what other characters should we do in like pushing the style, or should I just select a character that I think will be cool for the next time? I'm thinking like way ahead, like 4 or 5 streams ahead here. Hey Soulstorm, how's it going? Making off-brand steak. Dempsey, what's your favourite original story you've made so far? Well, that's a tough question. I think Arrival Unspoken, the Ehrenfold one, I feel that had more emotion than normal in it. I kind of really got into that one more. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really got into the Depths of Despair, Godslayer, Depths of Despair, Godslayer Awakens. That one I quite liked, but I think just for original story that I've done so far, it has to be the last one, which was Arrival Unspoken. I think that just resonated really well with what I wanted to do, which is work on, or with the whole emotions of like Ehrenfold's this strong character for the team. He's kind of like been there through all of their mishaps and trials and stuff since they started. He's kind of like the go-to guy with beasts and creatures, always there and reliable, and he's got this really vulnerable moment within this story where he's opening up to them, and you find out he's not always wanted to be a beast slayer, but also, or a slayer of creatures, but also he has had this kind of like moment or key element in his life that's impacted him going forwards, which I really, really liked. Oh, and on other notes, there are loads of stories that I've done that I quite like, but my favourite so far has to be ones where you can feel the connection between the character, and I think that was one of the ones that just had that complete resonance with them. I mean, before that, my favourite one was whichever one was when I did the Death of a Hero, where it wasn't actually real, but Ehrenfold died to the electric dino. That was quite a good one. Drawing curves, you would have thought would be easy, wouldn't you? But not always. Oh, another skip. Do you know science? Do animal facts count? I don't know. Demonica, do they count? Nexum, darling, I wouldn't know. Ah, scrap. You know who we need? Mr. Dino Claw. And he's a little bit out of contact at the moment. It's really weird trying to do this style because I haven't drawn what I'd class as a main anime style in a long time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've done some on the channel which are quite cool, and I was working on that line art in Kingpin's stream yesterday. But yeah, it's just, it has taken a while on some of it. Let me just change this top chat to live chat in case I've missed anything. Why is Erenfold afraid of turtles? Because there was a dragon which was a turtle, based on a turtle, or a turtle beast. I think it was a dragon that he just could not defeat. It's one of the few that he's never managed to beat, and because he hasn't managed to beat it or even get past its defense when he was going all out, he's developed a phobia of turtles. You got a crazy theory. Someone's gone to the past to make sure he becomes a monster hunter. No. That's a crazy theory, but that's not in my... that's not happening in the storylines, I'm afraid. I can safely say Erenfold being made to be a hunter of beasts? Yeah. Dempsey, also out of context, but it would also be weird for Loki to say... Hang on, you're in the middle of that and lost my track. Okay, Dempsey, also out of context, but it would also be weird for Loki to save anyone working for the Department of Multiverse Matters. Well, he did save them. He's already saved them from Ashana the Godslayer. So, yeah, he's already jumped in and saved them. Just to add that revelation for people who haven't realised what's happening. Doesn't matter what reason he's got, he saved them. So every time the wind picks up with the open window that I've got in a couple of rooms and the small breeze comes by, it sounds like someone's trying to open the door that's shut. And it just goes dut 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 and stops. And then it picks up again later. And it's creepy as hell. But I'm going to continue the stream, at least until we've got this most of this line art kind of done and we get to a nice saving point. I am learning the style as we go along, so it's going to be very tricky for me to know a perfect point. But I'll see what I can come up with. Basically, it's just their shells. It's pretty much, yeah, it's, he's got a phobia of turtles just because he can't beat one. I'm trying to also think where the darkest bits are going to go for this. I need to get the whole outline of the character, obviously, but It's weird. I'm trying to learn multiple styles at once and merge them together, so I could completely mess this up. He would decimate whoever it was. I think if someone called him a furry, he would probably make it the last thing they've ever done. But it might be worth asking Tegan, because she spends the most time with Loki. She just wants to pet him. Also imagine a character that looks like Knight of Arcane making a cameo in Multiverse Tales. That'd be quite cool. But I don't think there's any plans for anybody to make cameos in Multiverse Tales at all. Not anything that we know of anyway. Although this month I do have a few things to do. So we've got the Redraw Part 2 coming out this weekend. Continuing this on the next live stream. And then video coming out at the end of the month. And then the redraw's pushed. So yeah, the redraw's going to be in end of August. So you've got more time to come up with the narrator's offspring. A character that looks like any of the funny art guys making a cameo would be cool. Yeah, it would be really cool. Ben says, and I'm still going to try to convince Popcross to make Vigilance versions of the crazy artists, including himself. You can try. I got no idea if that's going to happen because it's a what's the best way to put it? I mean, you want to do it in Vigilance. That's a completely custom storyline set out, supposedly set outside the world of any of the main timelines that he's got that I know of. So, I'm not sure if there's even a remote chance of that. But good luck with trying. Oh, about the topic of petting, does Loki enjoy pets? Especially if you pet him at his good spot, like behind the ears, below the chin. I think we've come up with the fact that he probably would until someone else comes in there. If I remember rightly, way back. Someone else shows up, he'll act as if, nope, wasn't enjoying it. Who made these? Animatronic walk, Bonnie creepy briefing next and closed the door. Oh, okay. Who made these animatronics walk? Oh, shut up, Bonnie. And who decided the door should use power? Oh, scrap, Chica. It's funny to imagine Loki purring as he's getting scratched under the chin. Yeah, that would be quite a funny scene. So the thing about this style that I've seen is when you're doing the obviously drawing your lines and bits around the outside, you're looking to close off the outer part and not do too many of the inner details. Obviously you can do some where you see them, but the whole idea is to do the main outer bits, and then you'd have some aspects where you go into the lines or the shadows or stuff that you've got. And then you go in with like an extra ink layer pass afterwards that'll do the vast majority of the details. Oh, never skip. Yo, Dinaclaw. What is it this time, Nexum? Hang on. Dinaclaw. What is it this time, Nexum? Do animal facts count as science? Why are you asking, Nexum lad? Well, we've got a little bit of debate. Well, we've got a debate going on here, and we want to know if animal facts count as science. I'm not entirely sure they do. I would want to know, how would a character react to a FNAF animatronic moving? Ehrenfold would just attack it. Nexum would probably want to study it. Demonica would blast it. Dinaclaw, I'm not entirely sure. He may just decide that it's a kind of moving creature and that's it. You know, transform and destroy it. But we'll have to see. Would be interesting getting the narrators to see animatronics. That's something I've really thought about doing before. This is one of the hardest drawings I've ever done. Not for complexity, well there are a few complex elements that I'm adding to it, but just it's so simple that if you go wrong it's obvious. And it makes it really hard to do. Kind of what you want to do. I think that's a good point to try where I've gotten to. So now, oh, I've messed somewhere up in the hair. Where have I messed it up? Where's the bits all coming in from? There. It's really weird. What you do is you invert it now at this stage. You then go back to one of the other layers and you put a pretty much a grey colour on it. Make that background a bit more darker. Make it stand out for the contrast a bit more. And what you do is you go back to the yellow that you're doing all your inks on, and then you start working on your inks, but you bounce between a dark and a somewhat lighter shade. Maybe on a couple of layers. You start putting some extra details in. So it's all about understanding like the darker areas, the light areas, and I'm not 100% sure on it, so I'm going to just continue what we're doing. But now we've got an outline of the silhouette of the character, we can start playing around with that, and the volumes is the next stage. Which should be quite interesting. What have I missed? I guess, what do you think character should turn Angelic Demon? I'd have to think about that arc, because I think that'd have to be set up just right to give it credit. Imagine the narratives in the Mega Pizzaplex. Or you can eat pizza. Nice. Nice try, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't know which house is mine. I think the narratives survive FNAF without special abilities. Well, narratives have got special abilities, but yeah. Oh, we are getting there with this picture currently. Let's continue these. I got so much I need to learn on how to do on this. So this is going to be What have I missed? Well, it'd probably just hop until it falls into your house and then found it. Aha. So who think a dog that ate the flesh of an angel? So who thinks a dog that ate the flesh of an angel to counteract Loki? It doesn't work that way. Loki's origin story is not anything to do with eating the flesh of demons as such. It helped, but there were other factors involved, if I remember rightly. I've got to go back and actually figure out what Loki's origin story was. It's amazing, you see this 4x speed paints and they're like, oh, 20 minutes long. Yeah, it's easy to add details to stuff. No, it's not. At least that looks more like a rope round a waist a bit. When was the Photoshop scandal? It's been going on for the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's been going on for a while now. It's still in court. Hence why I've deleted Photoshop and I'm going to be using other software over time. It's not the fact that if it was my personal computer, I probably would have kept Photoshop just for easy use. But I don't know where it stands being. This is also my work computer, and you know, my work's very keen on stuff like GDPR and data security and that. So where possible, if I know about something, I will completely try to mitigate any risk. Remembering where I've put certain aspects of the design is sometimes tricky. With all the lines, but it's not that bad. It's just, I guess you got to be confident with your lines for where they go to be parts you want them to be. I think we're getting to the end of this inking stage currently, which is quite nice to get to. It'll be a good place to stop tonight on this, to be honest. There's a point where I could continue, but I'll start getting really tired soon. It requires a lot more concentration than playing a game on this stage. But I'm trying to take a bit more time in my line art. Just to hopefully give a better emphasis on the design. How long are we going for? Anybody know how long the stream's been going for? I think it's about 2 hours now. Yeah, just over 2 hours. I mean, it's not as much time as I put in the line on the other one. I might have to go over this a few times, but you don't want to see that on a stream. But yeah, there's a process of refining the line art again and again, which I might do. See how I feel after I finish this bit. Oh, you made the second batch of the emotes. You drop them in the Discord. Yeah, please do. And I might have time to show them off at the end. That's not a problem, Mark. It's a bit of a shorter stream than normal because I started. Obviously, I started kind of a bit later, but also I'm kind of trying to do this in set stages. So this is going to be like the lineup. The next one's going to be like I don't know, first render pass or something. I love them. Oh, they're brilliant art. Oh, they're brilliant. Then you've got all the details you need on there. I love it. And I just realised the words at the top I just read on that one. But yeah, that's awesome. Although I don't know whether they just disappeared. Have you just like editing it or something? But no, I love them. They're brilliant. I'll get them set up for the next stream to showcase them off. They are nice. Reposted because they're finished. Ah, that's fine. That's not a problem. They do look awesome though. Let's just erase that one. That's not needed. This shouldn't have a solid line. It should infer that the line's coming down there for the nose. That's probably what's bugged me the most about that one. Cool, I don't have to do much more on the eyes, maybe a bit more on the Yeah, probably just that on there. That's better. So now if I turn all these light lines off, we have this currently for the character, which I think is a nice stopping point. I think we've got quite a fair bit of detail in there. Pretty much all the core detail. Which I quite like the look of on these. Yeah, no, I quite like how this turned out. So from that original simple character we've got at the side, we've got this one so far. There's probably more we can add to the background and tweak the details in to make this stand out. The next point is to do almost like the it's the values. So it'll be getting the lighting right with light and dark shades of this kind of like base color over the top, and getting those right, getting the eyes right from that, and building it up, and then just yeah, making it look cool. But I think this is where we probably will stop tonight, so that we've got I'm learning each week as we go along, so this is as far as I've gotten to. Other than refining it again and again and again, it's just a case of having to refine the line art practice. But I'm pleased with the hand that's showing. I've managed to get that roughly the right proportion by the looks of things, and I think I've sorted out a bit of the body to be not quite so out of proportion. I think the shoulders and the scarf might be a disillusion. The scarf might make the scarf makes the shoulders look a little bit weird, but I will figure that out when I've had some sleep. Okay, let's see. What's going on? We're trying to see if animal facts count as science. Huh? I don't think they are. You sure? Well, I'm pretty sure. That's not a problem, Ven, for resending them. It's not an issue, and I'll pick them up. And you haven't messed up the moniker. I quite like it. I don't know if I've answered that one already. But I think, unless anyone's got any last-minute Q&As, I can turn this reference image off. And, yeah. I think we'll probably call it there. Unless anyone's got any questions that need answering before we disappear. I'll give it a second or two for you guys to figure it out, and then we'll in fact, while I've got this here, what I probably should do is just make it more. I mean, this is set for the biggest posters that we've got, but, you know, just centralize it a bit more. That's better. That looks much better being centralized, and then we'll figure out a background and some other stuff. But I'm guessing we don't have any questions, so we'll probably call it that for the night then, guys. I'm just going to give it a second or two to catch up on the stream. Yeah. Let's see. Do you want to see so far? Yes, Ark. Drop it into the work in progress or something, and I'll have a look at it after the stream on that one. I was using my phone before to look at Ben's, but I'll have a look at yours after the stream. What colour eyes does Loki have? He's got yellow eyes. They're actually the pupil and the white of the eye are the same. It's like a yellow gloss over it with a slightly darker yellow just for the pattern on the eyes. Do any of your narrators have a favourite piece of media, like movie or books? Ooh. I kind of feel Nexon would like Iron Man. Any of those, just building mecha, you know, building armors, he would love it. Demonica, she would probably go for the darkest horror movie you've ever seen. She might have fun just playing Arachnophobia just to wind people up as well. Ehrenfold definitely has to be anything with a beast in it. So, you know, Lord of the Rings or... yeah, probably Lord of the Rings would be a good one for him. Don't know about the other ones. I have to think on the other ones. Ark says, have you thought of a good name for a dark fairy? No, but I will put in the Discord a link to a fairy name generator which you can use. Should be quite good. And my narrator's reaction to an angelic demon, I don't have that just yet. I'll have to think about that one. How do I draw hair so good? Lots and lots of studying loads of artists on YouTube. I'm trying to get it to be more of a flow. So one of the people that I'm case studying at the moment, I put in my last one of my community posts. They are amazing. They use Giselle style, which is basically what I've done on here, where you do some of it, then you potentially change some of the details. So when you add in details next with the light and the shadow stuff, you're changing the line art to be lighter greys, darker greys, and then put in the volumes. Then you do the colours over the top. I'm trying to learn that. A lot of artists I've seen have been using Clip Studio Paint, which on its own I'm going to have to learn that at some point. I do have a copy of that. But no, I just follow any hair tutorials. I mean, it's taken me ages to try and get this hair that good. That's probably the best hair I've done from a simple design. Having the good reference helps, but other than that, I don't really know what else other than trying to get the flow of the head. Oh wow, did we get to the end of the stream and then it started green screening? It's telling us that's the end of the stream. That's what we got to do, yeah? That's amazing. We got to the end of that stream without a green screen until then. That was absolutely incredible. I don't know how it's done that. Is it going to come back? We think I've just lost that bit. Oh no, it's come back. Woohoo! Yeah, so drawing hair, I think the key thing to remember of drawing hair is treat it like it's the sphere element. So you want to follow the where it's split up like a sphere. You want to follow the whole design round, but you also want to make it, the hair sits a bit above the head. So depending on how much hair they've got, you need it from the circle that you draw for the guideline initially. You need to actually go up a bit and then follow, if you need to, draw an arrow or line down where the lines of the head will be for the hair, and then put your hair in those sections. I haven't done it on this, so some of the hair's not quite as nice as it could be, but for the character it kind of works to have this slightly messier hairstyle. There are a few bits where I think I should actually add something, so hang on. I kind of feel that this would have almost like a bit overlaying on here as well. Then you've got like these bits having blocked sections going up. That might actually be more inward, even though that's come up and down. So you got to think of it as in like it's just building the layers of the hair up, and then it starts to give that effect of bits on top of each other. Yeah, green screen says no more, so I'm going to leave it at this point. Thank you all for joining the stream. I will check your artwork out bit later on, Ark. Definitely will reply to it by tomorrow, or well,